What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, honey. Now, we're down here to talk about the Real Housewives of New Jersey. New Jersey. I watched it. I took notes, so I'm gonna watch it and talk about the notes that I took. And I'm just gonna let it. Let me skip the recap. I'm just gonna let it play. Let me skip the intro. And we're just gonna go down the list. I'm not sure why that group shot has that. They have a group shot that plays at the end of their intro, and it's this old picture of Teresa in this old dress with her old like curly hair style. And I don't know why they haven't changed that intro group shot. Like they update the women, but Teresa specifically, I'm like, y'all can't find another picture of Teresa in a black dress to update that beginning. Anyway, so I'm gonna turn it down a little bit, and we're just gonna I'm gonna have it playing while we're talking about it, so I can skip and forth because there was a point at the end where I was not taking any notes at all. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. Let me know you stopped by. The like is down here on one side of the thing. And then there's a little notification bell where you can, if you don't have the notification bell with the little wiggles on it's like you want to get all notifications. So when I upload, when I post, not even a video, when I post to the community page, you will get a notification. So I have noticed that if you have notifications off on your phone, you have to make sure specifically that you have your notifications on for YouTube. So go in your notification settings on your phone and find the YouTube app and tell the YouTube app that you do want notifications to come through your phone. So you will get the notification whenever I post or upload a new video. Okay, so I appreciate that. Shout out to everyone who supports the channel through memberships, through Cash Apps. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for supporting the channel all of these years. And it's so funny because I thought like when somebody's like, oh, I thought Erica does YouTube full time. And I was like, you have to be new. But then I was like, because I stopped driving to work in 2020, like at the end of 2019. No, at the end of 2019, that's when I think I had the corona. But baby, because I thought I was gonna, I remember feeling like something was sitting on my chest, like I couldn't, like I was just like, oh my god, I was just laying there like I have two kids, I felt like I was gonna die. I was like, I have to stay alive. I have two kids. I have to stay alive. I have two kids, and they daddy ain't shit. He can't teach them nothing. So that was keeping me alive. I was keeping me alive, knowing that, oh my God, if I die, they will be in his care. And no, I don't know. I don't know how I would live with myself, even though if I would be dead. No. But at the beginning of 2020, and that's when I started like getting in my car, like I was still going to work. I would get up and I wanted to keep the routine for y'all, like, just keep that routine going, a sense of normalcy that I was getting in my car driving, but then I would just park down at the park near my house instead of there was nowhere to go, right? So and then that's been since 2020, so we're already in 2024. And I've gotten used to making videos at home. I used to didn't like making videos at home because I had the boys, they were loud, and I don't know, it was something about not telling them to be quiet and allowing them to just be kids and make noise and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That was something, I don't know why I just allowed that. Like I never wanted to like tell them like you got to be quiet because I'm recording or something like that. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to like change how they express themselves at home. Now, I do tell them like lower the volume on the TV and don't be so rambunctious, but at the same time not telling them to be quiet. So a lot of times I just go in my car and make the video. A lot of people do that, make the videos in their car because they don't want to tell whatever's happening in their house. They don't want to stop, Um so Real Housewives of New Jersey was good. The last episode was really good. Welcome back. And that's so funny that I don't know how it clicked on. Shout out to Rocks. It clicked on her video, and I was thinking about her when I said people make videos in their cars, because Rocks does her videos in her car. And that was so funny. Her video it popped. I just clicked on it and it popped up. I'm like, that noise was one of Rox's videos. So shout out to Rox. So yeah. So whatchamacallit was good. New Jersey Housewives was good. That I've given you guys enough time to like the video and get settled and go grab your snacks or whatever. So the first scene was with, I'm going to pause it here because it's a little faster than I am because I'm talking too much. But Marge and Margaret and Joe, they're on his motorcycle. They go for a little bike ride and go grab some burgers. And they look so cute on the little motorcycle. And so they were there talking about, Jen Fessler, how she hasn't really checked on Margaret. And Jackie hasn't checked on Margaret. This is so good. Don't you love when you get your coffee formula like perfect? So this is mushroom coffee, right? And I'm trying to wean myself from coffee, right? So what I do, I told you what I do until out of my coffee. I have a lot of pods left, and so I actually mix my coffee with my mushroom coffee sometimes. If I'm doing it at night, like if I have a taste, because one thing I love about Daily Dose, and this is not an ad, but you can go get it. I am an affiliate, but what I like about it is that it has coffee extract. And a lot of people, when they're trying mushroom coffees, they're like, oh my God, like it doesn't taste like coffee. Part of liking coffee or loving coffee is the taste, that bitter taste of coffee that people like, that bitterness. Even if you do cream and sugar, it's that after bitterness. It's something about coffee. For me, that's for me. So for me, it was very important for me to find a mushroom coffee that tasted like coffee. Don't call it mushroom coffee if it tastes like dirt. I don't want it. I don't want it. I need for it to taste like coffee. And so Daily Dose has coffee extract in it. And there is, some milligrams of caffeine that is present in the actual drink. So I put it in my cup and then I put it under my Keurig and then I have a coffee pod in there. So when I'm done, I've been mixing it and it tastes so good to me because I still want and then I also do like a tincture of mushrooms too. So I'm really like doing the mushroom thing for real, for real. I do a tincture. Shout out to Tori for that. She gave me a recommendation on a company in Canada that has tinctures. Actually, let me just mushrooms. And then this is a tincture. So you can put it on Ananda Organics. This is Changa Reishi Turkey Tail. This is a tincture. So you can put this in your water, you can put it in your food, you can put it wherever, you can just take it under the tongue. That's how I take it. And they have some with just turkey tail and reishi mushroom, but this has cinnamon bark, changa mushroom, cardamom seed, reishi, turkey tail, chicory root, orange peel, yeah, turkey tail. Dose 1 dropper for adults, 2 times a day. Take with food, to avoid digestive upset. So yeah, or you can put it in your coffee, or you can put it in your food. So I just take it under the tongue when I do my supplements in the morning. But anyway, so Marge and Joe, they go out and they're having burgers, and um, Marge is talking about Jen Fessler and Jackie and how, and to me, let me tell you what Jackie, and I don't, it's really rubbing me the wrong way because I'm looking at Jackie and, I think we all felt sorry for her because she had an ED and she was going through a lot of stuff with that. And she looks great. She's back. She's a friend. By not having Margaret or giving the book to Margaret for her to read is very passive aggressive. And I don't like that Jackie is acting like she's not doing what she's doing. And then at the baseball game, she was talking to Margaret as if Margaret was doing something to her. Like, you're not talking to me. Are you okay? No, you know what you've done and you know how she feels about it. Because why would you ask Margaret if she's okay? You know you've done something wrong. And I feel like Jackie is not giving her book to Margaret intentionally to prove something. I don't know. And she made that comment at the end, like, after I wrote my book, I'm in a different place. I'm not worried about other people being the center of my world or my attention or something. Like, she said something like that. We'll see when we get there. But she basically said, like, Margaret, I'm not beneath Margaret. Margaret acted like I was her entourage or something like that. Did y'all get that from Margaret and and Jackie Goldschleider's did y'all get that from her relationship with Jackie? I didn't get that from Margaret. Now, I like Margaret, so I might have some bias. So y'all let me know where, like, do you think that Margaret acted like Jackie was her flunky or her entourage or something like that? So I feel like there's something that Jackie is projecting onto Margaret and passively aggressively not giving her the book to read, but giving everyone else the book. Like, and to Margaret's point, Melissa ain't read no books. You gave it to Melissa. Like, girl, if I was Margaret, I'll be like, give me that book. And don't worry about it. I got it from Melissa. Don't worry about it. I read it already. I got it from Melissa. I show you, bitch. I ain't got it. You don't have to give it to me. I got it from Melissa. Thanks. Why doesn't Jackie want Margaret to read her book? Margaret is offended by it. And I would feel offended too. Like, okay, ladies, let's like act for real. Ladies, gentlemen, everybody. You have your friend group and one of your friends writes a book and she gives two people out of the friend group, just because they have podcasts, she gives two of the friends copies of the book, but doesn't give you a copy of the book. And you were the one championing her. She said, oh, you thought you're thinking, you're saying because I got my book deal because of you. No, bitch, I was the one that was supporting you and pushing you to do it and encouraging you to do it. You would think the person that encouraged you to do the thing, and once you've accomplished the thing, you would share it with the person who encouraged you. That to me, I feel like is normal. So that's why I feel like Jackie is doing this to Margaret to like prove something to herself. Like, I don't know what it is. It's very weird to me. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Um, Jan had a pulmonary embolism. He had a blood clot, and he walked and ran she said every day he would run and walk 5 miles. He I guess, I don't know if he came back from a trip. And you know what's so crazy is I think I'm mixing it up, because yesterday I was online looking at everybody around Puffy who has died. What did they die of? And Heavy D died of pneumonia as well, but it was like a pulmonary embolism, same kind of like a blood clot or something. But it says pneumonia, and then some stories say it was like a blood clot or something. He had just traveled from London, and that he had a blood clot, and it traveled up. And so, yeah, that's when you're taking those long flights, either get you some compression socks, get up and walk. It's so important. Remember, Nene Leakes had that problem. It's dangerous. It's very dangerous. You develop blood clots because you're just sitting there, sitting there, sitting there. You got to get up and move around when you're on those long ass flights. Walk up and down the aisle. Just walk up and down the aisle so that you can get moving. It's very important. Doctors will tell you that. I ain't no medical professional, but they will tell you that. Um, Joe tells Margaret, I can't do anything about your sadness. She started crying. And then when he said, come on, kid, I started crying too, because I was like, no. But ironically, Joe was the one that Margaret cheated with on Jan. And they remained friends. They remained friends. Maybe Jan wasn't the best. I don't know. She just really had a good relationship once they were no longer together. And she says that that was her man at one point, her man, her friend. And it came out of nowhere. And so she's still grieving and she's still sad about it. She said it's been a year, and she just really feels a certain way about the girls, some of the girls not checking on her while she's going through this grieving process. He says, I'm not going anywhere. So Rachel, Fuda, and Fessler go out to meet because of what happened at the party. Um, let's go ahead and sit down because Rachel feels a certain way about the way that Jen Fessler is cozying up to Teresa. Um, I don't know Teresa's last name. I'm so used to calling her Teresa Judice. I don't even know what her fucking last name is. Ruelas or something like that. Ruella, something like that. So she called her to go out to grab some coffee or whatever. She said Marge has been her therapist over the last week. I guess she's dealing with um feeling betrayed by Jen Fessler. So they're really upset about the lack of loyalty. Um, Rachel starts crying. She says, "I love you. I'm hurt." And Vessler's like, "I really don't get it. You're a 32-year-old woman. I don't understand what she's upset about." And she says, "Well, I don't understand." Like that another thing. I don't to me, I feel like it's a little weird because I feel like they did jump and rush into their relationship. We they showed a flashback and when they first got something to eat and Jen was like, "I don't do the sharing thing," which was really cute. But they like became fast friends, and I think Rachel said that Fessler reminds her of family. Like they got close so fast. She reminds her of her Jewish family and this and that. But still, Fessler was like, "I don't get it." Like, and it was like she's acting like they've been friends longer than they've been friends. Like they've only met each other last season, so they haven't even been friends for 2 years, and she's feeling like this now. Um, if you were friends with somebody and they started befriending somebody who caused you pain, I would be upset. I feel like she has like a legitimate reason to be upset. Not to the extent, right? That's where Jen Fessler's coming in like, "Girl, why are you acting like that? You grown ass woman. You acting like we're teenagers and, I've abandoned the friendship," or something like that. Like you acting weird, girl. They attacked my husband, so Teresa and Louis should get zero, basically. Get zero. They shouldn't get anything. Jen's perspective is, "I'm trying to make friends with people where I'm in this friend group and I'm trying to make friends with Teresa." But Teresa has a problem with two of the women that you are the closest to in the group. So to me, it's a little odd that you would even entertain forging a relationship that's deeper than the surface with Teresa. I feel like Jennifer Fessler is acting like a fan. I feel like she's acting like she needs to, there's no reason why. And I don't even know why you think or anyone thinks that Jen Fessler has to attach herself to Teresa for job security. Because we saw Teresa don't have no pool. We saw that last season when she told Melissa this was going to be the last time she was going to see her. And Melissa was like, "Why? Where are you going?" "Because I'm not going anywhere." "Where are you going?" Exactly. Teresa don't have no pool. So this narrative that Jen Fessler is attaching herself to Teresa for job security is ridiculous. You don't need to be friends with Teresa. And if I was Marge, I would feel a certain way too, bitch. A person who is capable of doing that to me and I'm your closest friend and you feel like you need to develop a relationship with her that's deeper than the surface is wild as hell. It's weird. That's even weirder to me. Like Rachel's behavior of Jen Fessler is a little weird, but it's weird that you want to have a relationship with Teresa and you saw what Teresa is capable of. And I'm like, so what are we waiting for, Jen Fessler? Are you waiting for her to do the same thing to you? Because then Margaret's going to be like, "I told you so." That's what Margaret is going to tell you. And do you want Margaret to be like, "I told you, I told you, she's dangerous"? And you feel like, "Oh yeah, this is a safe person to create a friendship with." Like I feel like Jennifer Fessler is off, like her decision making skills. Like what's going on? Like why would you make that decision? It doesn't make sense to me. What is it? Y'all let me know how it feels for you. Jennifer Fessler says, I don't draw blood. I'm much better at talking. Um, I'm much better at talking. I don't feel like I need to go and attack Teresa. Okay, nobody is telling you to attack her. And nobody is telling you to try to become friends with her. What are you doing? Like, it's so weird to me what Jennifer Fessler is doing. I don't get it. If you and I are good friends and a woman did something to my child or called my child's job or trying to investigate, and you think like, oh, well, I just want to give her a chance. Give her a chance for what? To do what? Give her a chance to do the same thing to you? Are you dumb? That's why I want to ask Jennifer Fessler. Are you dumb? Y'all let me know what you think. Which basically, Rachel said, John and Louis are the one that need to discuss it. You need to remove yourself. Stop trying to be a mediator. Stop trying to feel like, oh, you need to bring Teresa and Rachel together. You don't need to do none of that. Um, I don't understand. I don't like to fight with you. You know where my heart is. Fessler started to get emotional. And then she asked her, are you going to Jennifer Aiden's dog's birthday party? She says, no, I'm not going. And she says, well, I'm glad she's not going because because Rachel does care about who I'm friends with. So I'm glad she's not going to the little party. So they do have a party for Biscuit. Biscuit, come on, Biscuit. We have a party for Biscuit. Biscuit wins the fashion show. Baby, when I tell you Dolores' Red Riding Hood outfit on her dog, when I tell you I hollered, that was the cutest thing because her dog does look like a wolf and it had like a little grandma hat, like a little grandma bonnet on and a little cape. She's supposed to be Little Red Riding Hood. It should have been the grandma, but it was funny. Anyway, so they're all sitting around after they do all the festivities for the dog, and they're sitting around and talking, of course. And um, Jennifer prompts Lena to start talking about her experience with Danielle because they're like, "Where's Danielle?" I think Danielle went to um, DR. I think. Where did she go? Where did they say that she went? I don't remember where they said Danielle was out of. She was out of town. And she basically said that she did Danielle's hair for an event. Danielle invited her to the event. It was a Housewives charity event. They go to the event. Lena shows up. She invites Lena, I guess. Lena shows up. Lena doesn't have a wristband on. The organizer has security come and tell her you can't be at the party. They go and talk to Danielle. Danielle basically says she can't do anything about it, and that the girl has to leave. So they feel like that's like something, right? Um, and then Teresa makes a comment saying that if you invited Margaret and Joe, was Joe going to bring his dog or was he going to bring his dog Margaret or his real dog? What dog was he going to bring? Everybody was looking like, girl, what? Where did that come from? Teresa, that's the thing. Like, that's the reason why I feel like Margaret should give Teresa nothing because Teresa wants a problem with Margaret. She wants to be Margaret's frenemy. She wants to have exchanges with Margaret. Margaret needs to pay Teresa dust every time. I'm not talking to you at all. You went against everything for this man. You let this man that just came into your life after I've known you, even if we've been frenemies and you always got something smart to say and slick to say to me, you still let some man that you don't even fucking know come in here and investigate your friends. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Teresa? Teresa's another dumb, goofy, ditzy broad. Another one. I can't stand it. What she represents, I can't stand it. I do not like women who act good. And I don't, for honestly, I don't feel like Teresa acts. I feel like Teresa is a little less than smart. Like, it's giving less than smart for me. Um, Margaret and Rachel are being territorial about Jen Fessler, and they don't understand it. Jackie and Teresa are best friends all of a sudden, and Dolores herself doesn't get it. She was like, I don't even know what's going on. It's just like the fucking Twilight Zone. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? y'all all buddy buddy talking. And then it's weird for Jackie to be like, yeah, we've been friends for a long time. Yeah, me and Jennifer Aiden, we're friends. Girl, shut up. Y'all not friends. Are y'all? Okay. They drop Antonia off to Delaware. Margaret and Jackie get into an argument about the book at the baseball game. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Okay, Biscuit's party. They told the story. Dolores doesn't understand why. When did Teresa and Jackie? When did Teresa and Jackie become such good friends? Girl, I don't know. I don't know either. I think it's weird. Everybody doesn't understand what happened, and the fact that Jackie is acting like, oh, this is normal. Girl, no, it's not normal. It is not normal the way that y'all were going back to back and, oh, did you learn that in jail and all that other stuff? I'm glad they showed that. Like, because it's weird. And I'm so glad that they show like they're getting better with showing flashbacks to kind of contradict and show the contradiction in the way that these women are moving. It's like, girl, that doesn't even make sense. It's fine to say like you're not even acknowledging that you had problems. We're good now. We're friends now. Girl, no. That's weird. Oh, I want to watch this. What is this called? Hold on. We Are Lady Parts on Peacock. Are y'all gonna watch that? I want to watch that. I don't even know what it's about. I just saw a bunch of girls in hijabs and they look like they running some shit. They doing something. They looking like they bosses. So I want to watch it. But I like to hang out with confident people. Did you learn that confidence in jail? I'm with Dolores. The shit is weird. They're gonna talk at the game. You see Gia sitting amongst the women talking about like telling how she feels about the situation. I don't know. I don't. I couldn't imagine. I've said this before about Gia. Like Gia is a very smart. She graduated. She just graduated from Rutgers. All the children are graduating. Riley just graduated college. I'm like, this is crazy. Riley graduated. Um, um, Gia, she graduated from Rutgers. These are smart girls. I don't know how Gia is looking at Louis, thinking that Louis is this good guy. I don't know. Maybe they have to see other parts of Louis that we're not seeing, that hasn't been captured on camera. He looks like a high strung adrenaline is just running through his veins at all times. He just gives me that, like the way that he was, like that man in the woods, men yelling at each other, screaming at each other, and all that other stuff. That's what it gives me. Anyways, I'm trying to get to the party. Okay, I'm not the party, to the charity event. Come on. I don't know why Jennifer Fessler mentioned um Joe Gorga at that damn table. Like, girl, you're trying to be these people's friends. Jennifer Fessler, you really are in the wrong group. You really need to be over there with Rachel and Margaret. It's really weird watching Jennifer Fessler behave because it is giving groupie, it's giving fan. It's like, girl, grow up. Why you act? I don't get it. Y'all tell me, would you have a problem if your homegirl started to befriend someone who tried to hurt you? Or some, like, it's clear, it is so clear that Margaret and Teresa don't get along. It's so clear that Teresa and Margaret don't mind having a problem with each other. They don't mind it. They're frenemies. I think Louis went too far for in Margaret's opinion. Like, he went too far, and for Teresa to be like, and I don't know if she's told him like it's not cool or what. Look how much is left. I have to put the pipe cleaner to push it out. I was about to roll something else. Look at Frank Catania. So they're at the baseball game. I love it. They have all their jerseys out. Jackie kisses Marge. How are you? You okay? Yeah, yeah, yeah. She was like, she managed to get an invitation. Did you see Margaret? Margaret is a motherfucker. She was like, she managed to get an invitation. How were you invited? Jennifer Aiden's French braids are cute. I was curious. I didn't know you were there. I didn't know you were friends with her. Didn't I tell you? That's a recurring theme, I think. You not telling me things, right? Because remember last season when Jen Aiden told Danielle this rumor about Melissa, that Melissa already knew about the rumor. And so Danielle was feeling like, oh my God, I need to tell Melissa what's going around about her. And when she told Melissa, Melissa was like, bitch, I already knew that. She was like, why would Jennifer like give me that information and not tell me that Melissa already knows about it, and then allow me to go tell Melissa like I'm giving her some information that she already doesn't know about. That was weird the way they did Danielle last year. It was weird. What have you ever done for me? Are you kidding? She says, no, I'm not kidding. It was the anniversary of Jan's death. Oh, wow. I didn't realize. You didn't call me all week. Did you post about it? Did I post about my ex-husband dying as an anniversary to remind you to call me? I'm your friend, bitch. I'm supposed to be your friend. How many times have I asked you for your book? I didn't give my book to anybody. You gave it to Jen Fessler in December. You sent it to Melissa. I championed for that book. What are you talking about? Are you saying that I got a book deal because of you? She says, no, I'm saying I was the first one who knew about your book. So what? My mother hasn't even read my book. Oh, that's not surprising. When I tell you Margaret is a motherfucker, bitch, that's when I would have been done with your ass, Mark. Okay, bitch, now you going too low. She said my publisher is sending it to people who's doing press about it. I've been letting Margaret feel like she was here and I was under her. That's on you. See, and it's not fair. It's not fair that Jackie feels like Margaret has her here and she's here, and you feel like you're Margaret's entourage. So now you're projecting, you're being passive aggressive towards her, and you're projecting that. And Margaret doesn't feel like that. Y'all tell me. I might need to go back and watch, but does Margaret treat Jackie like she's entourage, like she's beneath her? I've never gotten that from Margaret and Jackie's relationship. Y'all tell me. You didn't think to call me. You didn't think to call me or anybody else. Writing changed me as a person. I became much more confident. You're not the centerpiece of my life. You don't need a copy of my book. I don't need a copy of your book. Like, where is that coming from? I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't know who Jackie is. Like, we don't want Jackie to be this person who has low self-esteem and let people walk all over her. And it's good that her book has given her confidence. Right. I'm with Jennifer Aiden. Jennifer was like, let me get the popcorn. Like, girl, what is going on? What are they arguing about? I never met someone as self-centered as you. This is Margaret. You're a disgrace. Margaret is so dramatic. You're a disgrace, actually. Well, that went left. It sure did, baby. And then they ended up having a good time. Melissa goes up to Jennifer Aiden and talks to her. Now, y'all are saying something happened at BravoCon where Joe Gorga approached Jennifer Aiden or walked up to her or did something to her. And that's what they're coming off of. See, I only go by what they show on the screen. Unless they talk about what happened at BravoCon, I'm not going to know about it. I'm not in the blogs looking up nothing that has to do with the Gorgas, the Judices, the Ruellas, the Josephs. I'm not. I think the only person I follow from this group is Margaret on Instagram. That's it. I don't follow anyone else. So I don't be knowing what's going on. Even in the blogs, if the blogs posted something about Real Housewives of New Jersey, I'm not interested. So I didn't even know what happened at BravoCon. But anyways, Jennifer Aiden tells Melissa, like, I don't really feel comfortable coming to your house. Melissa invites her. She was like, I mean, we can have a relationship outside of your relationship with Teresa if you really want that relationship. And even if that means like, bitch, I don't like you, we're not cool, we're just gonna keep it here, then that's fine if that's the case too. So Bill was there. Everybody was there. They raised a lot of money for Dolores, and she was raising money for Gertie. Shout out to Gertie. Gertie looks good with her bald head, doesn't she? She looks really good. And her husband, they be taking the cutest pictures. So yeah, they had a really good time. and they raised a lot of money. And I think this is one of the things that I have loved over the last few seasons about this, is that they have this charity, this large charity event where they all have to come together, and it's good. It's good for TV. It's good for the charity. But what's happening in the conversations that happen in the locker room beforehand and after, it's just so, it's really good. I love New Jersey. I'm here for New Jersey. So Rachel is telling us she's having a flare up from her rheumatoid arthritis. She's had um, something that's happening in her shoulder where some tissue is kind of wearing down. So she's dealing with that. She says her arthritis is flaring. Yeah, the doctor said she has some damage in her shoulder, that the inflammation ate away at the joint. Yeah. So poor Rachel. She's been going through this since she was a child. So yeah, they're having a good time. Look at Evan. Don't you love it? Like, do you see how the men be like, "That's your boy. There go your boy. There go your boy." We do it too. When you see somebody being like, "There's your girl. Go get your girl. See your friend. See your friend over there. See your little friend. There's your boy." And it's so funny that we all do that. And it'd be like somebody you do not get along with, that you're not seeing eye to eye with. They'd be like, "There's your boy. That is not my boy." Nobody. And it's so funny how women, from little girls, how we fight the same. You don't want, and I don't even think the way that Jackie is making it seem. Let me pause this. The way that Jackie is making it seem like Margaret is telling her not to be friends with Jennifer or Teresa. That's your choice. They treated you like shit. They talked about you like shit. That's your choice, girl. You look goofy, you look stupid, you look dumb, but that's your choice. Jennifer Fessler is a different story for me. It's so different than Jackie and Margaret. Jennifer Fessler came on here as Margaret's friend. They are friends. Like, they have a relationship outside of this show. And this woman, you come on the show, the first season you're on the show, you see what this woman and her husband have done to me, and then you come on the next season thinking that you have to befriend her. I don't understand. And I would be upset. If I was Margaret, I would be mad at Fessler. Do y'all feel like she has a legitimate reason to be mad? Like, put yourself in Margaret and Jennifer's shoes. Like, if you had a close friend and you introduced your close friend to this friend group, and the girl that you are frenemies with in the friend group, you want to be her, you want to be cool with her? You want to develop a relationship? Y'all ain't friends already. You met her through this situation, and she's treating me like this, and you think it's like, oh, let me go make friends with her. And then be like, oh, I can be friends with whoever I want to. Yes, girl, but why would you want to be friends with somebody who harmed your homegirl? That doesn't make sense to me. Y'all, please make it make sense to me, because I don't get it. I would feel a certain way if I was Margaret. I feel like Margaret is right in that way. Jennifer and Rachel, I feel like that's too early. It's too much, girl. But even the fact that Jennifer wants to be friends with Teresa, you watch somebody, the way they move in their friendships, and you think, oh, she would make a good friend. I don't know. It's very weird. It's very weird. Margaret and Danielle think it's weird that Jennifer and Jackie are cool again. So does Dolores. Everybody thinks it's weird. Everybody thinks it's weird. Margaret's telling Fessler that she's hurt. That's who you want to associate yourself with. If people are nice to me, I don't have this mechanism where I'm looking for trouble. I don't threaten people's families. Because of the two of you, I just can't connect with people. Whoever do things what? Yeah, I don't get it. Y'all explain to me. So they ended up having a good time and everybody had fun. And that was pretty much it. Did I miss anything? Joe and Tony the Turk, they started hugging and playing with each other. Why doesn't Jennifer want Tony? Why doesn't Jennifer want Nabil? His name is Nabil. Why doesn't she want Nabil and Joe to be cool with each other? Because he doesn't stick up for her. I don't know. Anyways, y'all. Okay, the video's getting too long. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. We're gonna see how this season's good so far. Melissa and Joe did well not talking to Louis and Teresa. They like walked right past each other. It wasn't even a scene of them like, ooh, look at like here's the tension, no music or anything like that. So now Melissa is coming over to talk to Jennifer. Who's that girl standing off to the side looking? Come to my house if you feel comfortable coming to my house. She was like, no, I don't feel comfortable coming to your house. Because Joe got in her face apparently at BravoCon, y'all. She was like, I'll text you and we'll set it up. So it was pretty good. I love them, having this baseball game. I think it's like part of the show now, this charity baseball game where people come out and they see the housewives, they raise money for the research, the cancer research and all this other stuff. So anyways, yeah, that was the end of the episode. Take care of each other, protect your energy. Let me know what you thought of the episode. Let me know what you think about Rachel and Jen Fessler, about Marge and Fessler, about Gorga and not Gorga, Aiden. Yeah, Aiden and Gorga. Let's let me know what you think about that, and we'll see how it goes. Teresa and Margaret. I feel like I don't know Teresa, and this is what I was going to say about Teresa and Margaret. They're both really big on loyalty. Teresa's big on loyalty. Margaret is big on loyalty. When Jennifer Fessler does not align and be loyal to Teresa Giudice for whatever thing that Teresa's going to come up with. She's going to come up with something that's going to make Jennifer Fessler, that's going to test the loyalty to her. That's what's going to happen. And I don't know if Jen is going to, I don't even know. I'm just guessing that is going to happen, that she's going to be put in a position. And then what's her name is going to be like, she's not loyal. You know what I mean? That's what's going to happen. I missed this whole thing. Oh, I was going to say, I missed this scene. Oh, this is where Frank is practicing proposing to Brittany. And then Danielle's talking about her issues, her family issues. That dress that she has on is cute. Has been. You old and stupid. I can't wait till Rachel cusses Teresa Giudice out. I cannot wait. Anyways, y'all take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Hope everyone has a good weekend. And please don't forget to like the video.